Let's bring in Charles Fakroha now. Thank you for joining us. Charles Fakroha is iBrandTV analyst. He joins us now via the telephone. Good morning. Good to have you.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Okay. So, where would you like to start? Because the reports we're getting, I mean, this report was carried out by News Agency of Nigeria, and they monitor, some parts of Abuja and some other parts of the country, and they discovered that people are beginning to reject the old Naira, despite court injunction that maybe the Nigerians should go about spending the old Naira. So, what do you think is responsible for that?
Yes, well, I am not surprised because initially, when that 31st deadline was about to elapse, I told you I was in a village where the villagers rejected 2 days to that time. They stopped collecting the old Naira note. Again, it's an issue of our behavior, not having trust in the system. That is, people are now saying, if I'm collecting this old Naira note now, I don't want to take the pain of going to deposit at the bank. So the best thing for them to want to do now, ignorantly, is to say, well, I'm not collecting any longer. If you want to transact with me, bring the new Naira note. So I think for what it's an issue of the average Nigerian not having trust in the system any longer.
Well, of course, the extension, according to the court injunction, lapses in the next 2 days from now. That's February 15. So what's your outlook? What do you think is likely to play out after that 15th deadline?
Well, it's an issue that is supposed to be economic, but of course, it has been politicized, and now it has also now been legalized. What I see is, with the outcry, yes, the CBN will have no choice than to obey the court order. It's as simple as that. The Supreme Court has given the judgment. Allow the two currencies to old and the new to, go side by side.
Just a moment. The new injunction, of course, that extension is now 15. So it will elapse on the 15th. So the question will be, what happens next? What do we expect next after 15?
Yes,
will CBN come out to say, look, this is the new date now, or are we going to see a situation where CBN will say, okay, let's allow the new Naira and the old Naira to continue to circulate?
Yeah, that is what I see. Because of the outcry, because of the suffering now, the only logical thing to do is to say, allow the new note and the old note to go side by side. That's the logical thing to do. Again, if you look at it critically, you also see that we don't even know what has now, who is even telling us the true position. Does the mint have the capacity to print what the economy requires now? That's also another issue.
Right.
And that's why we are seeing this scarcity. So the logical thing to do to ease this problem, this suffering of the average Nigerian, is to say, okay, let the new and the old Naira notes be used simultaneously for a period of time.
Let's wait and see if perhaps that's exactly what the CBN will do at the end of the day. But let's look at this particular story now. Perhaps this is one of the biggest news we will see in 2023, as the federal government plans to grant about 5.5 trillion naira of tax in terms of tax waiver for some companies in 2023, and of course that is captured in the 2023 budget. Now, so how do you see this impacting the economy, especially the real sector, the informal sector, particularly, of course, some of the small business operators who are working, of course, who are going to be getting these tax waivers, especially if you also look at some other companies who have been playing or benefiting from the government credit scheme, especially when you talk about infrastructure credit scheme. So how do you think this will play out this time?
Yes, of course, when we're talking about tax waiver, tax credit, these are basically two different things, but they almost say they are two different things. Yes, some companies, especially in the construction, those who do construction, you know, like that would say have enjoyed tax credit. Tax credit is not a tax waiver. A waiver, you are not expected to pay the tax. But for a credit, you do certain things for government, maybe you construct a road, and that will be deducted from your tax liability. It's a good program, and the impact, especially this particular one that we're going to be doing in the year 2023, where according to your report now, it is going to be affecting some of these SMEs. I think it could give them that enabling environment to operate because of that tax waiver or tax credit as the case may be, for them to operate very well at the same time, improve their capacity. Because with that tax waiver, they'll be able to save so much money to improve in their processes, and that will, at the end of the day, improve their economic viability.
Okay, let's look at this particular story now. Nigeria may earn from the Russia's cuts. That's what the story is talking about, and that, of course, Saudi Arabia will maintain at least output this plan, despite a plan by Moscow, that is Russia, to cut back its output by 500,000 barrels of crude oil daily. So how do you think Nigeria will earn from this? Because some people are saying, look, this is a plus for Nigeria if Saudi Arabia, beg your pardon, if Moscow has decided to cut back about 500,000 barrels of crude oil per day, maybe some members of the OPEC should be able to take advantage of that to push out more.
Yes, you know, OPEC is the cartel. They control the quantity, the supply of crude oil, and of course, by extension, the price also, because they don't want to flood the market and the price will come down, so they need to control the supply. If Moscow is trying to cut, is already cutting back because of the war that is going on, it's an opportunity for other OPEC countries, not only the OPEC plus countries, OPEC countries to see how they can increase to meet that demand in the international oil market. Yes, Nigeria will end if we're able to increase our production. But you will recall, or you also know the realities on ground in Nigeria. We even barely meet our own official OPEC quota. Now, meeting that quota and going beyond is a thing that we need to look at homewards and see how we can prevent those leakages, oil theft, and every other thing to ensure that we meet our quota at the same time, do more so that we can earn more from that our crude oil supplies.
Okay, thank you so much. I think we'll have to leave it there because we're pressed for time now. Thank you so much, Charles Fakroha, iBrandTV senior analyst, talking to us there. Thank you. We appreciate your time. So coming up after the break.
Thank you, Anthony.
We head straight to the financial market as we take a look at what to expect in the capital market, especially with regards to tradings in the equities market in the week. Please join us again.